Hi. I totally did not just start my camera and just come and close the door and pretend I'm opening the door again and popping my head out to say hi to you guys. But anyway, welcome to my studio. So just a little background of my studio. The makeover took about 2 months. I actually decided to do this in the beginning of 2024, and the date that I'm recording this video is actually 20th March 2024. So over the course of around 2 months, there are not many. There's only one small reno because I installed some shelves from IKEA, and also just more of shifting the furniture to make everything a little bit more clean and organized. And I have now more space actually. Yeah, which is really great. And yeah, let me show you guys. So the first thing you see after you come to my room, actually you don't really see it because it's behind my door. Okay, I hang all my aprons over here, and they're actually given by my parents and my friend after I started my business. They actually bought all some of these from Japan, and really cute. Some of them has a little bit of fluff to it. And I also have this is my wallet. On the other side of my door, I have some of my collection of art prints. I think it's only about recently when I am in my late 20s that I realized that I actually really love collecting art prints, especially some of them who actually resonates with me. I love poems, and also most of the time I find art prints that really resonates with me, like this one over here. This is from the Wild's Artscape. So these are things to remember, and I really love it because um doing a business by myself, I actually sometimes need reminders, and sometimes I feel really alone, sometimes I feel very rejected. So something like this is a good reminder. Next up, we have these IKEA shelves that were actually installed for more storage space. So previously, I used a lot of shelving furniture, but I decided that I actually really needed proper shelves to actually store everything. So I bought these white color containers. So they are very, very helpful. Each one of them contains a certain category of items. So that has been really, really helpful. So from the top shelf, we have two big containers. I won't really go into deep explanation on what they are inside for some. This gray color container over here holds my wax seals and all my wax items. So just to show you, so these are the containers that I hold my wax beads inside. And then when I pull it out, these are actually how I organized my wax seal stamp heads. So I needed a very compartmentalized container for them, and I got this one. So beside that, I got a box of randoms, actually just random stuff from my business Instagram signage. I have these are actually the beads, unscented beads containers. So I use this to store all 6 colors. So if you're not aware, I have released the first unscented diffusers. So there are 6 colors available. So what you can do is you just choose the colors you like, and then I'll just put them and pack them in a small sachet for you, and you can put them as bag freshener, wardrobe freshener, and you can change the scent or enhance the scent anytime. So this is brand new, and I like storing them like this so I can actually just bring them off the shelf whenever I need to go for pop-ups. So really easy to pack. And then below here, we have these wooden drawers, also from IKEA. So I actually wanted this for so long, but it is actually bigger than how it looks online. So I always thought that I didn't have space for it, but I decided to buy it after doing all the measurements, and I realized that I can use it and to organize my packing stuff, like my ribbons, my organza bags. I used to put them in one container by itself, and it is so messy sometimes, and the container, sometimes the measurement wasn't even right for the biggest organza bag that I had. Things were folded, things were everywhere, ribbons were messy. So I am so glad that I actually got this, and everything fits so perfectly. So over here I have my small ribbons. So these are the thinner ribbons I use for like the daisy designs, sakura designs. I have in the middle one, these are the smallest organza pouches. You can see how well they fit inside. And also the third one, we have another size of organza bags. This one's a little bit bigger than the small one just now, and they fit absolutely perfectly. This one is of perfect um, measurement. So cool. And then on the bottom here, I have another bigger size. This is for Peony Design diffusers, and this one fits perfectly as well. You can see the corners are just perfect. It's just perfect. So really glad I got it. And the one over here, I used to hold my my thicker ribbons. This one have my has my branding on it. So really fits really well. And then the biggest one at the bottom, I use it to hold some empty tea bags, packaging ropes, strings. And yeah, these are my color stickers that I use to stick on my diffuser packaging to tell what color is the diffuser inside. And more packaging stuff over here, some envelopes that I use. And oh my gosh, it's stuck. The drawers aren't exactly the smoothest, but still pretty good. And then I have a tray with a sanding paper at the top here. Over here, I have, this is actually my water activated tape dispenser. I always keep it in the bag, so it's actually kept from dust, so really easy. One of the reasons why I decided to put everything in boxes like this as well is because it's so much easier to clean. Dust is really something that I really hate, so when I keep them in boxes like this, it's actually much easier to clean. And then at the bottom here, I have some paper cups that are hiding behind here. Sometimes I do need them. And then on the side here, I have these are actually my order packing baskets. So I have them really cute. I got these from Mr. DIY. They're actually really, oh, I still have the tag on. Yeah, they are from Mr. DIY. They're pretty affordable as well, and I think they look really cute and pretty. Yep, the ones at the back is also from Mr. DIY. So yep, really to keep things really organized when I have a lot of orders. I also have different sizes as well. And then at the side here, I have, this is my tray collection. I actually made all these by myself. This is one of the ones that I really like. This is the whimsical tray. Really pretty. And I saw them on this dish rack, wooden dish rack from IKEA. This is the ginkgo one. Really love this one as well. It looks really pretty when you put jewelry on it. So that's it. And this one is the diamond age tray. So the diamond age tray looks really pretty. This is a good size for peony scented diffusers. Really pretty on them. Back then when I brought this one of these to my pop-ups, I actually got questions on whether I can buy them, because I actually just made them out of genuine curiosity of how to make trays and to enhance my brand's pop-up look. I have the small ones over here. This one works really well with the rose scented diffusers that I have. Really cute. Yep, so I have two sizes for this design. Alright, so over here I have these two drawers installed for extra storage space. So this is, I feel that it is a very efficient way of storing extra smaller stuff that are really hard to store away sometimes. So for example, in this drawer I have my tissue paper that I actually use for my fragrance drops. So I actually cut them up and I put them here for easy storage. The second one I'm not really going to show you, but it's actually the packing slips of the orders I've done. So I always keep a record of the orders that are sent out over here.
by the packing slips. So whenever I'm done with an order, I will just return the basket on the top over here and put the packing slip of the fulfilled order over here. Underneath the IKEA shelves that I actually installed, this is the Kalex shelf that I had previously, but I just changed, instead of it standing the other way, I have it laid across. And this is actually what I use as a resting rack. You can see some of the diffusers are here because whenever I craft, I need to leave them overnight. So I actually put them on these trays. These are actually the trays that I craft on, and I lay them over here to rest before packing them the next day and doing all the detailing, the sanding, everything on the next day after they have rest. During the resting process, they actually become more vibrant in color, and also the scent actually enhances overnight as well. So basically, when I wake up the next day, they are actually prettier than how they looked the day before. Fragrance bottles, in case I'm doing some experiments. This is actually the scent beads leftovers they are not of quality to be sold, so I just keep them for my own personal experimentation and uses. These are actually the washing bins that I have. This is actually from IKEA. So I just throw everything that I need to wash in this bin and I just take them to wash. So this is actually the flexi bin, so called. So I just leave them here, really easy to access. And I have a wax burner here as well. I realized that I really like big storage drawers. They're really convenient for myself. So for example, for this one over here, I have my silicone measurement cups that I use for my crafting. So I have different sizes. I have many small tools like my droppers, my even smaller measurement cups, funnels, etc. Everything is organized and in a certain category that I put them into the same box. Okay, then over here I have my already pre-folded packaging boxes. I have two different sizes, so they already have the diffuser care sticker on them. So whenever I have orders, I will just come here, pick out the right box size for my diffusers and package them. So the workflow is already there. Everything is really smooth. All these are already pre-prepared. Some of them I'm not going to show you what they are inside. So one of the things that I really love about this drawer unit is that it is not fixed. So for example, in this drawer, I have my packaging peanuts. So normally I will be packaging my orders on my work desk just beside this shelving unit. So what I do is I will just come over here. I will bring this entire box over. Oh, I will just bring this entire box over. And then when I'm done, I can just come back and just fit it back in like this. So it's really convenient. Besides packaging peanuts, I also have shredded paper as well that I put inside my packaging always. So these two are actually really important. That's why I really love that the drawer units can just be pulled out and just brought over. It's flexible. Yeah. And then this storage space at the side over here, I actually use to hold my crafting powder because those are things that I don't need to shift out entirely, and they are usually really heavy. So I stack them up over here, hidden out of sight. Yeah. So beside that, I also have my tripod, my camera. This is the main camera that I use. This is like a camera mainly for videography. So my reels, my vlogs, I use this camera. But today, because I want to do a voiceover, so I'm using my phone. That's why the camera is still there. Yeah. And beside that, I also have a brown color mat over here. This is a really soft mat I would really recommend actually. It's really pretty as well. I think it matches because I feel that it looks like there's something missing. Imagine that it's not there. It looks like there's something missing. I actually needed it to actually soften the entire look of this corner. So I actually really love that I had this. So this is the corner from my IKEA shelf, and then I'll be moving on to my workstation. So a little bit of backstory about this nook that is the so-called the background of my workstation. So initially when I bought my house, this room that I'm using as my studio now was actually the bedroom of the previous owner. And what they did was they hacked away this part of the wall to erect these folding doors. These are actually doors, it's not a feature wall. So these doors will be normally open, and they actually used the master bedroom supposedly, which is also what we are doing right now. The room behind this door is actually the master bedroom, but the previous owners used that master bedroom as a walk-in wardrobe. So after me and my husband moved in, we decided that we did not want to follow the arrangement, and I really wanted this room to be my studio room. So these doors are forever closed, up to date. So I thought that because it is like a nook over here, it is perfect to fit the my crafting table. So it's really really cute. That I created this corner to just craft in and have a good background as well. All right, so this is my workstation that is actually opposite my computer table, my study table. So my workstation was initially in the corner over here, but I realized that because I actually initially wanted to sit at my table and to be able to watch a movie over at my study table, but then I realized that every time I do that, I'm not a very good multitasker, so things kind of screw up 90% of the time when that happens. So what I did was I decided that I need a clean break between my crafting table and my study table. So I actually put them opposite each other. This table that I am using is actually a kitchen island from IKEA. I actually built it myself with my husband, and the stool is also from IKEA. This is a high stool with a really big seat, because normally I would have the impression that high chairs, they would have a really tiny seat, and normally my butt would hurt after a really long while. But this one is really really huge. I can even cross my legs on it, so I really love it. Yeah. So over here on my table, let me show you. Firstly, this is an IKEA pegboard that I really love to hold all my equipment. So I actually want to incorporate a little bit of aesthetic into it. That's why I have these fake plants over here. Um, Not really, it's still in progress, but I would really like to have more plants in my studio. On my pegboard, you'll realize that I have more affirmations on the side as well. Good reminders for myself every single day. This one says, be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best you can. So really, really like this one. Okay, so over here, starting from the top, I have a brand stamp over here. This is actually new. Coffee beans, because coffee beans are actually really important for people who do scent businesses, because sometimes when you have so much exposure to fragrances over a long period of time, your senses may be a little bit confused. So smelling coffee beans can actually clear your nose. So I always have this on standby just in case. Over here at the bottom, I have my thank you cards. I am in the midst of transiting to a new design, which I also really love. This one, the old one, is the peony design, and the latest one is the rose design that is actually really, really popular these days. So I am swapping over to that when the peony one is done. And then I also have my candle care cards here. I also designed this one, really, really cute, because candle care is really, really important. So I include this with all my candle purchases. I also have a fake plant over here. And then at the bottom over here, I actually have my color pigments. These are actually oxide powders that are really, really strong. The colors are really, really strong when I put in. So I only use a really small amount of oxide powder for each batch that I do. These are actually pudding jars that I have. So I thought that they look really cute. They're like when they're transparent and you can see the colors immediately. And then the bottom shelf just holds brushes. I have different ones because different ones are for different materials that I work with, and some sandpaper on the side, phone holder, and I also have this is actually a vibration tool that I use for my crafting, so that I can reduce the amount of air bubbles that are inside my products, and also a lovely just a design thing, decoration thing. And over on this side, I have my weighing scales. The smaller one is actually better for measuring fragrance oils. So I use the small one for that, and the bigger one to measure crafting powder. Then fig plant, and also over here I have these three small compartments.
BITG stickers. These are for my packaging. These are disposable plastic cups for measuring a small amount of fragrance oils. And then I have toothpicks over here. Toothpicks are actually a very important tool for me when I do my crafting. So I have them at my disposal over here. Over here, there is an open space. So this is actually a flexible space that I use. Sometimes I put my iPad, you know, when I'm packing and I want to refer to Shopify to verify address and etc. So I will just put my iPad here. Or I have these clips over here. So sometimes when, especially for orders with a lot of customizable options, like for me, if you're not aware, I actually offer it's currently 5 different colors and many oh my god, I can't even remember. I think I offer about 7 different scents for 7 cents, and also um between 5 to 10 different designs. So when you actually customize all the colors, the fragrances and the designs, it is a lot. And sometimes when I have a lot of variations, I actually just put the packing slips over here so that I can refer to them as I craft. Yeah, so beside that, I have a tiny jar holding all my tools. I use glass rods, stainless steel spoons. I have some of my brushes as well, tweezers, scissors, and all those stuff that I need. And over here, I have my canvas lamp. Yeah, so this is actually a professional lamp. If you look at the top, you can see you can actually put your phone at the top over here, and then you can actually shoot photos or videos from the top over here. So it's really, really convenient for top shots, and you can angle it in many, many different ways. Yeah. But most of the time I actually use this as the desk light for my crafting. Let me just show you. So this lamp actually comes with 3 different light settings. So when you press it, there is yellow light, there is white light, and there is a even whiter light. Sorry, I'm not very familiar with light terms. Yeah, but I normally just leave it with a white light. And you can also adjust how bright you want it to be, and you can dim it down as well. So really, really customizable, and I really love it, especially with the wooden um, stand over here. This one is actually pretty solid and quite heavy, so you won't need to worry that when adjusting the stand whether it's going to topple if you stretch it a little bit too far, because I have worked with previous stands as well, and that actually happened to me. So yeah, this one's really good. The moment I felt that the stand at the bottom was really solid, I actually really know that it's going to be good. And I have some plugs at the back over here as well for my tools, and also apron. This is the apron that I use the most. So I actually hang it right beside my work desk. And then beside that, I also have this trolley. This trolley has all the tools that I need. I have my fragrance oils already blended, already mixed and prepared and ready to go. So besides the oils over here, I have crafting powders, additional tools, paper towels, and other additional stuff. Fan, because normally it gets really, really hot when I'm crafting. I normally sweat a lot when I craft. So at the bottom, I have random fragile stickers, scrapers. This one houses some beakers that I use, measurement cups. And then at the bottom, I have all my cleaning supplies. The trolley is right beside my workstation, so I actually have everything within my grasp. It's really, really easy. I can just reach out in all directions to reach out for all the equipment that I need. Beside that, I have these crates. These are actually camping crates that I use, and I use them mainly to hold scented diffusers, and also I stack them up like this, and I bring them really, really conveniently on top of the roller for my pop-ups. So it's really, really convenient. For example, if I want to just grab something, I will just unlock either from the top, or I can just open it from the side over here. So we have some diffusers already inside. They are going with me to my pop-up next week. Yeah, so whenever I don't need it, I will just close them. And when it's not really pop-up season, I will just collapse all these and put it into my storeroom.
So I have one smaller one here as well. Yep. I am currently in the midst of packing for the next pop-up, which will be next weekend. So that's why all these are here and ready to go soon. And above it, I actually have this, what do you pronounce? How do you call it? Macrame? I have this piece made by a local artist and I really love it. It's really big. I used to have a different one over here, but I decided that that one's a little bit too small for the space over here. So I decided to maximize with this new piece. To me, it looks nicer. This area is where I take my product photos and with the macrame background. So because it's also just beside the window, so it has great sunlight sometimes. All my most of my product photos like daily. I even take like my morning coffee over here as well. Yeah, and my clock over there on top, of course, had to be in theme. It's gold. Yeah. So beside that, I also is my window. I really love that outside my house I have a lot of greenery. I don't live in a low level, but just mid level. Just nice to have enough greenery just outside my room. This ledge over here in front of my window, we did not build this specially for the house. This is actually not a storage unit. This is actually part of the HDB, the apartment design. I use it like an extra table. So in the corner over here, I have these two baskets. Normally, they store really random things because I learned that after so long, sometimes you have really random stuff that you want to keep in view, but you don't want to store them and they don't really look good on your table. So what I do is I just throw them into these baskets. So when it is time for me to do some organizing, I just grab the entire basket and I can organize, put everything into their own homes. Yep, so over here I have some of the older trays that I have crafted, the tester trays. Tested some diffusers. They still have smell and it's been about 4 to 5 months, which is I'm really, really happy in this corner. Then over here, another bunch of randoms. And I have this little tray. This was actually given to me by my parents and my sister from Japan. It's actually handmade in, if I'm not wrong, from one of the small crafter villages in Japan. I really, really love it. It's like a small acorn tray. And but the thing is, I don't know what to put on it. So, and I don't know where to put it so far. So I just leave it here. Then besides that, I also have my tissue paper. These are actually printed tissue paper that I use for packaging, and I have the plain ones also on the top here. So this is the paper station, and I have this is actually something that is temporary. My colleagues actually gave me some flowers recently because there was a floral arrangement workshop and these are actually some leftovers. I was meeting them for dinner on that day. They actually made a bouquet for me, which I am so happy and grateful. So you can see so many different types of flowers. We have the purple one. This one, I have no idea what they're called, unfortunately. This one over here is really pretty as well. Oh, oops. Yeah, and roses as well, of course. Yeah. So it has been 3 days. So some of them are starting to wilt a little bit, but I'm trying my best. Yep. And the other side of the remaining space over here is actually for me to lay out my orders usually. You can tell that I don't have orders today. So that's why it's empty. But normally I will just lay them out here in sequence, the ones that I'm working on. So beside that is my workstation. All right, so next up I have my study desk, which is the place that I spend the most time at, besides my crafting table, of course. So this is my study table. My study table is actually from a local Singaporean brand called myseat.sg. So I think it is really, really durable, really, really solid. I have been using this for over 2 years. You can actually customize the length and just the dimensions of the entire table. Even the second level over there that I use to put my screens on, this second level is actually customizable. You can choose to have drawer compartments, etc. And you can also customize the stand, the legs of the chair as well. So I chose the white color one to match the theme of the room. So I actually really, really love this table, would really recommend. And also I have this Hinomi chair that I got just earlier this year. So I actually did a lot of research on the chairs that on the chair that I wanted to get, because previously I was using an IKEA chair, but the IKEA chair was giving me so much back aches, and honestly I have a lot of butt pains when I was gaming, especially for a long period of time, because obviously it was, I think it's not meant for long term sitting. So I decided to invest into a more professional chair. So I decided to get Hinomi. There are lots of ads that I saw, but I decided to do a little bit of more research on it. So I really like that you can customize every single thing, because for me, I like to sit cross-legged on a chair, and this is actually big enough for me to do that. I can actually pull out the bottom to extend it, because when I game or sometimes when I watch movies, I can actually just rest my legs over here and push down the backrest as well. The thing that really saved my back this time is actually this compartment over here. And the cool thing is that you can actually adjust this to how high you want, how out you want, to adjust to how you actually really love it. So I actually adjusted it really well to my own personal preference, and so far I've been using it for about 2 months, and it's still really good. Yep, so hopefully it will last in the long run as well. So one of the questions that I get the most often is that, are the two screens absolutely necessary? And my answer is yes. Because most of the time when I am not working, I'm actually gaming. So two screens actually make it so much more easy to game. I can on like a movie or YouTube video on one screen and I play my game on the other screen, or I have online guides, or when I'm chatting with friends, I just chat it on the second screen and I'll just game or do my design work on the first screen. So at the corner over here, starting off first, I have my cricket machine. So this cricket machine was actually bought about 2 years ago when I bought the house. So definitely got it partially because of the reason that this the color matches the rest of my room. Yeah, because the latest one at that point of time was actually Cricket Maker 3, which was only in green color. So this one is a very nice champagne gold. So I decided to get this one instead. And I have a sticker placed here, some stationery on the side, washi tape, etc. And at the back here, hiding behind my computer screen, this is my shipping label printer. So really, really important. I hid it here because it's not that pretty. And then the rest of my table over here, just a coaster with my water bottle, a book that I'm currently reading, my Bible, my calculator. I can reach for it anytime. And then this is actually something really, really special to me. I got this at a crafters market in Japan. This was actually crafted in Hokkaido, and it is actually a diffuser. So it's actually a natural wooden diffuser. So you just put your oil in here and then you just insert this wooden part into it. It's actually 100% wood, made of wood, and handcrafted as well. I have a soft spot for handcrafted stuff, so it's always on my table. And then my keyboard and my mouse. So this mouse is a Razer mouse that I got. It has 12 buttons on the side, absolutely necessary for gaming. I am very used to it by now, so yeah, I can't really adjust to normal mouse when I game nowadays. Razer mouse, and also my keyboard, Razer keyboard mouse. It is this is the Razer Chroma, which actually normally there's light. You can customize the lighting as well. It is actually the clicky kind, and I actually have custom keycaps over here. If you play Final Fantasy 14, you will know what does these symbols mean. Really love it. This has special meaning to me, so I put them here, especially on the kind of like the keys that I don't really use that often, so that they won't really get dirty that fast. Yep. So besides that, I have phone holder, and this box actually holds all the important jewelry that I actually keep. So I have my engagement ring over here. These rose gold earrings, leaf earrings, are actually the ones I wore in my wedding. And then some that I really like and wear really often. This cross necklace, and I have a faith ring also here as well. These were actually given to me by my parents, so they actually have really They mean a lot to me, so I like to keep them close to myself. Yep. So they are just here. The drawers on the side just have a personal stuff, and also the drawer unit that I have at the bottom. I have my cricket mats over here, so I can reach to them fast. All these drawers hold mostly personal items such as my journals, my notebooks, sticker books, and all the personal stuff. Is actually pretty messy. I will not really show you. The ones on my tables over here, I used to hold random stuff, and this one holds my camera, additional camera stuff that I have. So many, so excessive. I know. So above this, I have my Marshall speakers. This is actually really, really new. I think it's only about 1 month old. My husband actually got this for me. Really, really appreciative of this because the music quality is just really, really great. And of course, it matches the entire studio look. So that was a big plus point when I was deciding to get this. And then I have this IKEA light, which is actually really a little bit too bright when you look at it directly. So I hide it behind my screen. So I have a bit of an ambience. I just turn it on for a bit of ambience usually when I am, especially at night. Above my desk, I usually take photos of this board over here, sometimes for my good morning Instagram stories. So this board over here, I actually created, and all these small flowers, I actually personalized, DIY'd them using the Cricut machine. You can actually cut out the shape and then you can actually fold them into these flowers over here. So that's what I did, and I pasted them. So one thing that is sort of like the wow factor when people walk into my room is this featured wall over here with all these wall decals that I absolutely really love. There is actually a really funny story because these are actually above my computer screens. So what happened was previously, before I had this, the wall was plain and I actually had wall vases put up on top of my computer over here. So I put some dried flowers into those vases. And what happened was, after a period of time, the flowers in the vase started to wither, or they are dried flowers, by the way, but somehow they were withering. There was a small amount of, I don't know, dust or like a dirt that keeps falling onto my computer table, which I really did not like. So what I did was I decided to take out the wall vases, but they were stuck on so strongly that when I removed them, you can actually see over here that I broke a hole on the wall, the paint, I guess. So, and over here also, ta-da! Yeah, so after that happened, I panicked, definitely. And I decided to, okay, you know what? I'm just going to cover because I think even if I try to paint it over, it'll be really obvious. So I decided to just paste things over to just cover it and decided to make this entire wall a feature wall. So most of my friends, if I do not mention this, they would not really notice. Yeah, it's only for this two. It's only for this two. And then I decided to just expand and do it on the entire wall as well. Beside my study table, I actually have this area that I have some drawers at the side beside my CPU to hold some additional stuff, smaller stuff that are pretty messy and I don't want it to be inside. So first thing first, I have my whiteboard here. Really important. Every day I write down my to-do list on this board so that I check it off. And because I do bullet journaling, so at the end of the day, what I do is I copy down what I've written on the board and I write it down at my desk area. So from the desk area, I can actually just look up and see what I have to do for the rest of the day, etc. And also sometimes when I get random ideas and or just remember things, I want to remind myself because sometimes I forget things really, really fast and easily. Or sometimes I just random ideas that come out of my mind. So I just quickly jot them down on this whiteboard first and take note of it later. At the bottom over here, I have my Muji acrylic shelves. I use this to actually hold my labels. So each scent actually has their own drawer. These are my scented diffuser labels. Yep, so I organize them here. These are actually my greeting cards that I sell on my website as well. So on the top, just random stuff, the markers for the whiteboard. So the first drawer over here, not very organized, but I have my label printers. This is Nimbot B21 Nimbot. It actually has a cream color, but I didn't know until after I got this, sadly. Another Nimbot printer. This is the smaller one, D11. These are the labels for my label printer. I have some my brand stamps. This is a brand rubber stamp that I have. And then I have some packaging tapes, stationery, spare fragile stickers, post-its, etc. that I may want to just grab during the day. And then over here, second drawer, I have my wax. These are actually my wax seal drawer that I actually use to organize my wax seals. Some of over here in the corner is just some extra labels as well. Some labels on top, some envelopes for my greeting cards. Yeah, but mainly all these small containers I use to store my wax seals. So accordingly to the different designs, because I use this wax seals on top of my packaging. So on the packaging, you would know firstly, the scent label will tell you the scent of the diffuser inside, and then the wax seal will tell you the design of the diffuser inside. So this is the way that I should organize them. And then in the last drawer, this is the most messy drawer I have. This is my paper drawer. So these are the spare papers that I have, the leftovers. I have a file where I do all my documentation stuff inside. My Cricut vinyls are also here. My cutter, everything is here. So in case if I need spare packaging for testing or to package small things like my greeting cards, I actually just grab them from here to reuse and not to waste them. So over here, I have the first drawer here, I have my fragrance drops. So all these, because I don't want to store them outside and then they get dust on them, I have to upkeep them. So I just keep them in a drawer. Yep, so minimize the cleaning that I have to do. And then the next one, I have just empty bottles over here, storage. And the last one, just miscellaneous random stuff. I have some my stamps that sometimes I use in my videos and for decoration. More more ribbons and random stuff over here.
All right. So that is the end of my studio tour. I hope that you have enjoyed it as much as I did. So one of the reasons why I wanted to do a studio tour is because I want my future self to also be able to look back and see the changes and how far I've gone since 20th of March 2024. Yeah, so this is the reason why I wanted to do it as well. And also, of course, for my followers who have been requesting this for a really, really long time. It is finally here. So I hope that you have enjoyed. And if you did, please give me a like and a subscribe down below. And I look forward to seeing you in my future vlogs. Okay? Bye!